Hi Geminis, welcome to my channel. So glad you could pop by. Thank you to all my subscribers as well for joining me. I really appreciate your subscribing to me. Thank you so much. Please make a comment in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. So what do Geminis need to know? Well, we're going to do past, present and slight future, and we'll use an animal oracle card as well. So what do Geminis need to know on the 10th of July? What do Geminis need to know on the 10th of July? 10th of July. Sorry about that. Geminis, 10th of July. Let's see what's going on. Alrighty. Right, and the over influence card for the whole reading is the Princess of Summer. Princess of Summer. I was just going to say, have you been going out? So there might be social events on the cards for yourself, but also, because it is a Princess of Summer, it's getting in touch with your emotions and feelings and just adapting to a stillness that can reflect back to you what it is that you want to grow from your heart, the love aspect. And being social is one of those aspects that one can look at, but we'll keep going back to that card. So for Geminis, what's going on? We have first of all the ego. So this is all about personality, but it's also about freeing yourself from temptations. Also, how have we manipulated ourselves into being seduced with certain aspects? Has it been the lack of love, the aspect that we need to give to ourselves to free us from the traps of society, the traps of how we're being, all that kind of things? You've got the Princess of Autumn, which will allow you to have a look at your future. This little cat here knows her knowledge, and she actually can go back to something that she could have been studying in the past. But knowledge for you perhaps today is a kind of freedom. Some of you might just want to read a book. Some of you might just want to read a light novel kind of thing, but some of you might want to really delve into a new way of learning that will give you a better life, a better understanding about your personality. Maybe if you want to read psychology and really look at that on a level that might improve your understanding of where you've been, where you're going, and it might help your career as well. Two of Autumn here. Playful cat getting tangled in yarn. So for this cat, one doesn't know to go left or right. She has tangled herself up, but the aspect to follow the lead is definitely still there. So for you to follow a ambition of yours, and maybe studying, maybe going to university, maybe just doing online course or whatever it is kind of hinted here to follow the expansion of yourself. For some of you, I think it's going to be a physical learning as well, whether that's going to a gym. Can you go to gyms now? But maybe you're thinking of being a personal trainer or anything holistic that's to do with the physical body. I think for some of you here, that's going to go down quite well. Right, so also in the present, we've got Unity, Nine of Spring, and the Lovers. Wow. So the Unity at the moment is being uniformed to where you are, especially if there's a teaching aspect So there is in the learning what you can teach yourself, but this is kind of higher, isn't it? About connecting with a teacher to maybe even teach you a form of spiritual journey. Maybe for some of you, you're very interested in religion and you've been doing that along, and you need a bit more guidance from that aspect. But some of you, it might just be marriage, and we do have the Lovers card down here right at the bottom, but this is generally a choice as well, a choice. And for a lot of you, we've got 9 of Spring here, so taking action for learning about who you are and recognise your achievements, and maybe even go back to studying something that you used to actually do. So there's a choice there whether to do that or not. But there's also this aspect of love of another person. So that might also be there, especially when we've got the unity. It's what, do I go into another relationship or not? Have I been tied to the past, tied to the idea of a bad relationship? And because I've been hurt, it's a little bit scary to actually have a look at that. So going after a relationship might be frightening, but what are we going to learn from ourselves to actually do that? So going to any social event, might meet somebody nice. That'd be nice. I know, I just heard you screaming, I'm a married person, I'm not going to do that. What's this about? To a summer. Some of you are definitely going to find new love here. The Hermit and Renewal. So for lots of Geminis at the moment, there's going to be this complete balance in what you do want. So if you see this, it's like your twin flame. It is your twin, isn't it? Because Gemini is the sign of the twins. Don't have to tell you that. So here, sitting on the branch, is a permanent relationship. A permanent relationship. So for some of you who are already in that aspect, then there is going to be a deeper understanding of your love that has actually grown through releasing certain aspects. It is a good aspect to take. For those of you who are on your own, then the Hermit card will apply finding out your inner truth to be able to but for manifest that fantastic relationship, that twin flame, that soulmate that you've been looking for. So really understanding who you are on a big level is to tap into that unique person. For those of you who are already in that marriage type relationship, then the truth to move away from aspects that are difficult. So valuing and honouring yourself away from that partnership. You know, you don't have to be in each other's pockets all the time. I could make a comment there, but I'm not gonna. So there's a renewal here. The renewal of relationships that may have gone a little bit not so good of late. And let's face it, we understand why. So the renewal aspect, the consequences and renewal of certain aspects need to happen for it to kind of really come about. So it's almost like making a pact, isn't it? Or a new vow to your partner, perhaps, and coming to light about how we've been tied to the mundane kind of aspect, and we need to free ourselves and recognise that the true love, that bond is really there. And indeed, for some of you who aren't in that marriage type relationship, then now is the time to really connect to exactly what you do want. Taking the time out to be alone, to meditate on what it is that you do want. Because with the renewal card here, it's all about freeing yourself and unifying in that aspect. So there's a choice there, isn't there? I'm going to put that card right. So I'm going to give you, where's that come from? That's so what we're going to do here is give you an animal oracle card to see what lessons we can pick up from today, learning from our little animal. We've already learnt about the lovebirds and the flamingos, and they mate for life. The unity card here can be seen as a marriage card, which, let's face it, in the olden days it was for life. But what animal is teaching us today? Right, the camel. Be foreboding and patient. So the camel here is, if you're in a situation today where you feel like you've been left out, feeling dry, feeling exhausted, feeling not nourished at all, then the camel is here to remind you that lessons can be valuable when they're stored in the heart. The love aspects that are stored in the heart now can be tapped into to spill into your love life, yourself, and it's an oasis to be relied on. It's your resources to tap into, so to speak. So the deer here, what she's saying is all this water, all this emotion is definitely there, which stands for love emotion. So the new life that comes in, it has already been there. So for a lot of you who may not have connected to your life partner and you've been stuck in some terrible situation that's overspilled into your relationship, now is the time to know that it's always been solid. It's just that maybe if we look at water, was it ice? Was it solid and we couldn't melt it to tap into it? But if you look at your relationship in a new way perhaps today, to release the old and really renew what needs to be renewed, if relationships are really important to yourself, maybe. Okay, so thank you for listening, and I hope that's helped a little bit. And if it hasn't, do check your ascending and your moon sign perhaps, and if not, there's always tomorrow. So do take care. Lots of love to you all. Thank you for watching.